Mastering passive voice. When is it truly necessary? Hello, language learners. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into an often misunderstood topic in English grammar: the passive voice. You may have heard that it's best to avoid it, but it's not that simple. In fact, there are situations where using the passive voice is not only acceptable but necessary. Are you ready to unveil the mystery of the passive voice? Let's get started. First off, let's recap what the passive voice is. Unlike the active voice, where the subject of the sentence performs the action, in the passive voice, the subject receives the action. It's a shift in focus, really. For example, an active sentence like, John painted the house, becomes, the house was painted by John, in passive voice. Many people believe that you should avoid passive voice at all costs. This is a common misconception. While it's true that overuse can lead to unclear or wordy sentences, there are many scenarios where the passive voice is the best option. So, when is the passive voice necessary? Here are some situations. 1. When the doer of the action is unknown or irrelevant. If we don't know or don't care who did the action, we use passive voice. For example, the window was broken. We don't know who broke the window, so the passive voice makes sense. 2. When we want to emphasize the action, not the actor. Sometimes, what was done is more important than who did it. A cure for the disease has been discovered, emphasizes the discovery rather than the discoverer. 3. When the subject is the receiver of the action. In scientific or technical writing, for instance, the subject of study often receives the action. The sample was tested is a good example. Now, the best way to understand when to use the passive voice is to practice. Try rewriting active sentences into passive, and vice versa. Also, read diverse texts and identify passive constructions. You'll start to see patterns and understand when and why authors choose passive voice. And that's it for today, folks. Remember, mastering the passive voice requires understanding and practice. It's not about avoiding it entirely, but knowing when it serves your communication best. Keep practicing, stay curious, and soon enough, the passive voice will be another powerful tool in your English toolkit. Until next time, happy learning!